Hi, welcome back to Classy Pitch. I'm Dr. H. Today we're going to talk about Johann Sebastian Bach's guide for 13 ornaments. So this is not my interpretation of these ornaments, but it's Bach's instruction that he gave for his eldest son. Bach gives the sign for each ornament on the upper of the paired staves, while the lower shows how it should be performed. This table is really helpful for performers to know how to interpret the ornaments correctly. Alright, let's get started with these 13 ornaments. First one is a simple trio, and we start on the upper note, and it sounds like this. The difference between trio with a little squiggly line like this one and the trio that says TR dot like this one is that when you see the little squiggly line, this one, you play like this. But when you see the TR dot, this one, then you play to its full value of the note. Second, this one looks like another trio, except you have one line slashing through it. This is called a mordent. This one is just a quick visit to the lower neighboring note and come back to the original note, like this. The third is a trio with a mordent. You might think this one looks just like mordent, but what makes it different? Look carefully. The squiggly line with a mordent is shorter, like this one. The squiggly line with a trio and the mordent is way longer, like this one. So how do we play a trio with mordent? We start on the upper note just like a trio. At the end of the trio with a little mordent that ends the ornament gracefully, like this. Fourth, a turn. This one looks just like a sideways letter S. Just like how it looks, it is a turn starting from the upper note. C is our main note, so we start on the upper note, D. Then go down to C, then go down to B, and then come back to C. Fifth, an ascending trio. This one looks like a sad dog's tail in the front with a trio at the end. Remember how we do trios? Like this? Now we add two notes in the front, and we're starting from the main note's lower neighboring note. So it will sound like this. Sixth, a descending trio. This one looks like a happy dog's tail in the front, attached with a trio. Think of this one as a turn plus a trio, and that's exactly how you would play it. So a turn is, and then you have a trio after. So when you combine both together, it sounds like this. Seventh, an ascending trio with a mordent. Remember how we play the ascending trio? So now we add a little mordent at the end. Eighth, a descending trio with a mordent. And let's review how to play a descending trio. So we add a little mordent at the end, like this. Ninth, and a appoggiatura from below. Notice in this one, both of the notes have the equal length. Number 10, an appoggiatura from above. And it sounds like this. Notice in this one also, both of the notes have the equal length. Number 11, an appoggiatura with a mordent. In the 9th and 10th ornaments, we discussed appoggiatura from both below and above. So I'm sure you can tell this one starts appoggiatura from below. So we add a little mordent after that. Number 12 and 13, they're exactly the same, even though they're written out differently. They're both appoggiatura with trio, and it sounds like this. Alright, that's 13 ornaments from Bach's ornament table. Let's do a quick review. First one, trio. Second, mordent. And third, trio with mordent. Number 4, a turn. Number 5, ascending trio. Number 6, descending trio. Number 7, ascending trio with a mordent. Number 8, descending trio with a mordent. Number 9, appoggiatura from below. Number 10, appoggiatura from above. Number 11, a partitura with a mordent. Number 12 and number 13, a partitura with a trill. I know this is a lot of information, and I don't expect you to remember all of this. But think of this episode as an introduction to ornaments, and you can always come back to this episode to find reference. Or you can download the table so you can have the information with you all the time. I'll make sure to have the link in the description area below. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions or comment. Please leave it in the comment area below, or you can email me at classypitch@gmail.com. You can also find me on Twitter or Instagram at classypitch. Again, I'm Dr. H. See you next time. Stay classy.